Oh. Oh. Oh, well, this is working. We has a stream. We has a stream on Twitch. We has a stream on YouTube. It's working. Finally. Good, good, good. Yeah, that took a while. So, um, now let me quickly share everywhere that things are finally working. Okay, so I had to kick out stream elements for some reason, which is annoying, but it has worked. I am now online on 2 different streams. I hope I don't cross the channels. Could be devastating. Oh god. That just sounds wrong. But hey. Copy le link. And let's share that on here. Nice. Things are finally working. This is good. This is good. This is really nice. Also have the unified chat right here. So probably have to do some more stuffs. Oh god, I don't even have a bot yet. That's gonna happen. I have to completely figure out everything streaming wise because I have forgotten everything that I've learned throughout the last few years and things have updated, so I'm probably gonna have to figure a whole lot more new stuff. Makes me very excited. And yes. So, streaming dashboard on Twitch looks interesting. I still have to work myself into that because that's also very new to me. Looks very different from from how I left it the last time. And I I think I should probably start drawing soon-ish. It's also nice to actually have a bit of a unified chat. So if you are writing either in the Twitch or in the YouTube chat, I can see everything, which is pretty nice. So maybe try out both. That might help. On another note, wait, did I share the wrong? I might have shared the wrong. Yes. Copie le link. There we go. Ah, yes. Shameless self-promotion. Why should I not? Who else can I bother? Also, I wish I could just dock the unified chat into my into my OBS. I might also wanna turn down my microphone a little bit. So if you guys can hear me, maybe just plop something in the chat. I kind of want to see how this works. In the meantime, I'm gonna check if YouTube is working still. This is still a little bit wobbly, to be honest. So if things are working, things are working. If they're not, well, then I have to figure something out. But it looks like it's working. So this is good. This is very good. We have a stable stream, I think. I hope. We'll see. I'm switch over. Wait a sec. First, I need to turn on Clip Studio Paint, else you just see the whole welcome screen. Yes, scream. I'm going to scream if this does not work. Else you just see the welcome screen of Clip Studio, and who wants to see that? So let's start the art. Oh, by the by, I have to actually re-enable some stuff. Bappy bappy boo. So this, what's this? No, this is not what I'm looking for. No. Might wanna. This looks right. No, that's not what I was looking for, but I at least gave it a try. Oh god. It's been a long time since I actually fiddled around with stuff right here. So I'm very sorry if things don't work the way they should. However, drawing Pokemon. Last time we did this little boyo over here, the Crobat. And today I'm thinking about either doing the Bronzor? Bronzel? I definitely know that Bronzong is the evolution of it. So maybe I'm just going to do a Fire Bronzor. Because that's, not gonna lie, it's a little bit overpowered, because this Bronzor has the ability of, goodness, I completely forgot what it's called. Wonder Guard. That was the thing that I was looking for. I have not done a sketch beforehand like I did with the Crobat last time, so also might want to use my pop filter, but then I can't see as much as I'd like to. So if the sound is a bit too harsh, let me know. I'm still practicing, but at least things are working for now, so that's good enough. So, my lovely potatoes, let's see. I think I want to go for an Instagram format, which is pretty much 9 inches by 9 inches by 350 dpi, because I like a lot and lots of pixels. And how could we make this Bronzor? Yeah, Bronzor. Bronzor, dinosaur, megalosaur. You know what I mean. So how are we going to make this look like? Also, kind of want to start recording from here on out. There we go. So how do we want to start? I think I want to start with a neutral gray. Yeah, a purplish gray is a good start. And this Bronzor is a fire type. So I think about, hello, Nico. So I'm thinking about, with a fire type and a little bit of water in my system, because my head's a bit on the wonky side. I need more water. Much better. So what I want for this Bronzor is definitely a fiery personality. Also, I might need some proper reference pictures, even though it's actually pretty easy to draw a Bronzor. Brontosaurus Rex. I don't know. There we go. A1. Oh. A1. A2. So I actually see what things are happening around here. Sadly, I don't have 3 monitors. That would now either be overkill or just extremely helpful. So I want to do a fire type Bronzor. So we're probably gonna melt that poor thing, but it's gonna melt because it is protected against everything except for water types. And what else is weak? What else has a problem with fire? No, the other way around. I don't know. However, can you hear the music? Do you feel the music in the background? If not, I might need to turn up the gain a little bit. And I better just gonna start with a circle. Always start with a circle. You do not hear the music. Okay, then I need to turn up the gain, because if I just filters, gain. Oh, gain is up by quite a margin, so I'm kind of surprised. Maybe I have to turn up the music anyway. To be fair, it's very calm lo-fi jazz, so because lo-fi jazz is probably the best thing you can do when you're trying to focus on drawing. Now you should hear it. Can you feel the music? Masterclass. Haha. I'm not a master. I'm not a mistress of art. I'm barely good enough to draw something decent, I would say. Though it also depends on the perspective. I mean, if you're not as good or a very bloody beginner, maybe you could see me as a master, but nah. I have so much to learn still. So as a skeleton, I kind of want to start drawing a normal bronzor, which is just a bit of a coin. Very weird coin, though. As I said, Nico, it very much depends on the perspective. If you're a very bloody beginner, then yes, I can see how you could see me as a mistress of arts, but if you're looking at it from a point of view where you have quite a lot more years of arting under your belt, yeah, then I doubt you're going to call me a mistress of arts. Especially because I'm already kind of confused how to. I will have to have a lot of clicking around to do, because I can not figure out how to pin Mistress of Dark Arts. I cannot figure out how to pin things in the foreground right now. I mean, I can try if I can figure out how to put OBS permanently in the foreground. That would be neat. But we're not having time for that. However, I got my references up. I have my I have the stream up. I have everything up. I just need to start. So we're basically having those little balls, those little balls right here that are going in front partially. Could actually pull up a bit of a bigger reference just to show you. Also, I'm having a bit of a dry throat for some reason. No, that's not what I wanted. Whatever. Because I don't really like having my my drawing window kind of vanish behind this little sidebar. I really don't like this doing it. But I also like having a complete sidebar right here. Also, I think that you can't see the chat on the stream, so why am I even bothering? Okay. Back to work. So we have the basic shapes, mostly circles. Because circles make for a good coin. And this coin has eyes. Maybe a bit bigger eyes. And a nose. At least it looks like a nose. And little circles right here. So that's the base shapes of Bronzor. Though I kind of want to make it look a bit more interesting. So I would say that I want to turn those little balls here in the corners into little flames. Yes, I want them to turn into flames. Since it has the weird ability of Wonder Guard in that regard, I'm probably gonna give it some sort of shield. I just have to figure out how to actually do that. Especially because this Bronzor is shielding me from quite a lot of attacks when I'm a little bit overpowered by Pokemon that are not very effective against fire types. Definitely has its benefits. So we're talking anything except for water? What else is strong against fire type Pokemon? I currently forgot. But yeah, we're pretty much protected against everything with this Bronzor. I just hope that a Bronzong is not going to have a very different... Well, okay, up until then, I probably have some Pokemon set up that have a lot better move pools. I'm still kind of stuck right before the second badge, because I still want to at least train the other Pokemon to an acceptable level, which is about level 15 to 17, 18-ish. Just so I don't have to completely rely on that Bronzor, because that's something that really annoys me when I have to rely on one Pokemon just to get through an arena, through a gym. I mean, I also don't want to rely on my pencil brush to draw a whole picture or something like that. So that's something that's really getting annoying, especially because I have a few Pokemon that are not as strong. And then also getting all the Pokemon money. Getting the Pokemon money is even worse at that stage, because it's still a very early stage. You can't do a lot. At Pokemon Black 2, and you can also not earn a lot of money at that point. So you're running out extremely quickly. Sounds kind of familiar. Not gonna lie, it sounds really familiar. So, I think I want him to be a bit more shield shaped. So I think that's gonna be a draft, first of all. So maybe I just want to do a second one, which means another circle. We toned that down to quite a bit. Okay. So we'll have a second circle. I got an idea. So maybe I want an actual circle. And draw it from the front. But when I go for those pearls here, I have an idea. Maybe I just wanna go down with this, like miss those two circles or those two pearls, and then actually turn it into a shield. It's kind of sad that it has no mouth. And it must scream, probably. Nah. So in this case, we're going to have to change up some things. I mean, we can still go for the 6 circles right here, but I think I might want to change up the shape of the eyes. Also, this bronzong is not particularly strong, even though it has some really good attacks, but the stats are just abysmal. Very abysmal. I honestly also kind of want to show you the Pokemon that I have at that point, but that would mean that I would have to fiddle around with a lot of stuff, and that's a bit annoying. Maybe in another stream. I already like how this is looking. Oh, I want him to look a bit more not so worried, but a bit more yeah. I'm kind of here. I'm kind of catching all the damage. Still looks sad though. Still looks really sad. So maybe I want to put the eyebrows a bit differently. A bit more horizontally. Ah, yes, yes. Now we're at the right expression. Now he looks a bit annoyed, a bit bored. Yes, I know Bronzor is usually more a neutral Pokemon without a gender, but look at him. It's a guy. It's a very annoyed guy. Trying to get by. Yeah, I really like that so far. So I wanna make that a little smaller so we can actually add some fire. Yeah, I like that. So, we have a fire bronzor. I'm also not going to to make it the turquoise that it is usually. It's a bit more greenish than a green bluish turquoise. Got that. The name of this color in English is so hard for me to properly pronounce because I am not capable to know which one's the right one. Oh god, he looks so annoyed. I love it. He's probably so annoyed because I always send him forth whenever I'm kind of in trouble and know that he can just catch all the yes, I like the way this is looking. He's so annoyed. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on multiply. I might want to duplicate that layer. Just in case if I need something. I'm also thinking about maybe because we have a Wonder Guard bronzor here, I might want to do something with a just do something with the borders here, maybe put on some runes or something like that. Just to give the whole design a little bit more depth. So that's an option. God damn it. Too much stuff going on my second screen. I really don't like that. So I definitely like how it looks so far. So we want to put those two layers into a separate folder and call that sketch. Because this is, after all, my sketch layer. Then I want to turn down the opacity on this one, put a layer underneath, and start outlining the whole thing. Oh, wait. There we go. Like, we want to block fill the first shape, the whole um the whole shield shape. There we go. Interestingly enough, I mean, I could try, but I'm not gonna fiddle around with that because since this is a very symmetric design, I was actually about to say, yeah, why not use a symmetry ruler for that? But freehanding it is a lot more fun. Yep. And since my hand has an easier time making curves like that, I just flip the canvas. Also, it still looks good as long as I can flip the canvas and it just doesn't look like something's off, which is always good. So now that I have this, I gonna figure out what kind of color I want to give it. Maybe I actually want it to be bronze, but with oxidized bronze is this turquoise. Maybe I want to give it a little, definitely a bronze color. Definitely a bronze color, but with some stains on it. And I'm also gonna block in the flames real quick. We can make them a lot more realistic once we're actually taking care of the flames themselves. Dip, 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 dip. Gonna turn the opacity down a little bit of that. There we go. Now I kind of want to kind of want to figure out what kind of 3D shape I want to have with this one, because since this is going to be a shield, I have to shade it a little bit differently, as if instead of if it would be more coin shape. So you still have those pearls. I still gonna call them pearls because I don't want to call them balls. It makes sense, doesn't it? More water, more better. Always hydrate. So I think I also want to go for the signature yellow eyes. So that's the start. And on the yellow eyes, I want to go with a black. Maybe not as dark, maybe a little bit lighter. And see if I can get a good dark, 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 dark yellow. Also, my PC is lagging like crazy. Well, not that bad, but it's good. It's still good enough to draw. So I'm not too concerned. There we go. Hmm. All right, so we have that. Now I want to do something about the the base design of this is definitely having some variation in the darkness and lightness of the whole bronzer body. So I might want to go for a bit of a brighter brown right here. And go definitely making too many layers for absolutely nothing. So I want to put a bit of a darker layer like in the original design. Because if you can see that down in the Pokemon bar, you can see the bronzer has a darker inner, darker pearls. The nose is light though, so I might wanna put that out of the selection. And maybe also those small ones. We could technically also very much treat them like they are engraved into the shield. So I want to go a bit darker over here. Also want to go darker right there. I might want to use a clipping layer for this. Oh, there we go. Ha! Nice. And then I want to go with some very rough shading. So I want to go for a multiply layer, and since we have up here some fire, we can't shade the pearls right here, but we can go from the top to the bottom. I am inclined to use purple, maybe even a blue. Yeah, I think blue might work really well with this. Oh, he looks so beautifully annoyed. Wanna unselect? Maybe I just wanna do that. Then go for a blur, a big blur. Maybe turn down the opacity on that multiply layer a little bit. And then I could actually, with a soft eraser, just put in the lighting a little bit, which is something that makes it a lot more natural, just going with coloring in the lighting instead of the other way around. And since I want these, wait a second, no, I want the whole thing here engraved, so I need to put in some shading here, here, and here. Since the light is coming from these 3 points, then I have to do some shading underneath there. I need to be very careful since we have 3 points of light. And I want those to stick out a little bit, since they are technically sticking out. And maybe I also want a little bit of shading down here. Though it doesn't quite work. So maybe this is just going a little bit deeper. As you can see, it's already working out already. Already has a little bit of a form, which makes me happy. Now I want to put on a bit more highlights on here, which I will do with, first of all, an add glow. Maybe a bigger brush. Since we're going to have to paint metal here, I will have to figure out how to get the texture right. Though I'm not quite sure if I want to have this metal a bit more damaged. So have this to be a bit more of an older bronzer that already has seen stuff. I mean, with that expression in his face, I wouldn't be surprised if he has already seen stuff. Lots of stuff. Stuff that he's not happy with. I wouldn't be happy either if I would always be put forward whenever my trainer is in a bit of a pinch. So maybe I make him a little bit damaged. Ooh, I like how this is looking. I really do like how this is looking. So those little thingies need some. Yes, let's make them glow on the outside. Since they're literally on fire. Oh. And maybe I want to go for a second layer of highlights from the bottom just to give the whole thing a bit more volume. Since we're only having some light coming from the top, only some shading down here. I really want to have a second light to give this thing a bit more depth. Just have to figure out which kind of color I do want to use. So, since we're going with an orange here, I might want to, I mean, I can still adjust it. Maybe a purple glow from the bottom looks good. Oh, it looks a bit more pink than purple. Also, when I'm looking at this, I could technically also do some whoopsie. Some room lighting here. I'll give it a bit of lighting here. Since we do have a bit of a engraving here, those little edges are facing upwards, so it kind of makes sense to give this a little bit of the light. So I might want to tune it down a little bit. To not make it too sharp. Ah, yes, this is looking good. I'm not quite happy about the purple lighting down there. Maybe I ditch it, but I want some kind of lighting down there. Because you can see it looks kind of flat. It's nice and round from the top, but there's nothing from the bottom that gives it some oomph. So I'll just do another add glow layer, because it just messed it up by adding those lines to the wrong layer. Very normal for a digital artist to always use the wrong layer for whatever they're doing. So maybe I just add, I mean, I could give it a try. For that, I should also use the right brush. Tune it down a little. I mean, we have so many warm colors, so why not fiddle around with a bit of a cool color as a counterweight? Oh yes, that looks better. If I turn down this a little bit. Oh yes. That's actually looking pretty good. Maybe a bit too much up here. Just a tiny bit. Ah, yes. And then I also want the eyes. I mean, they're not sticking out very much. They're pretty much just another inset in this case. But it looks right if I do that. Now I'm annoyed because things look right even though they shouldn't. Ah, I has a happy. I has a happy right there. So this is probably going to be a really quick one, so I might even start with the next one right away, depending on when I'm finished with this. So what I want to do is turn off that fire layer because I want to do that on top. Then make a copy. Merge visible layers. Wait. Turn off the background paper layer because that's going to annoy me if I would actually merge that with it and merge the whole thing to a different layer. So I can still put the flames on top and do them separately. So here we put in all the funny layers. Hey! Into the folder with you. There we go. Gonna turn that folder off. And then I can actually start rendering this. And put in some detail. Which is very necessary. So what I first want to erase is this stuff here. It's currently not useful. So I'm gonna erase all of this. There we go. Then I'm also erasing the overlay here if the picture actually lets me. Behave, tablet, behave. I know you can do it. Okay. So I'm just going to delete all those. I am an absolute genius. And yes, that was pure sarcasm. I could have done this so much easier, so much quicker, by simply maybe the other way around. There we go. There we go. Just a few clicks and it's all done. But no, I had to make it complicated. Because that's how I work. Thinking complicated, working complicated, and then all of a sudden getting a spur of inspiration how to do it better. Welcome to my strange mind. Yes, recovery saving. Good boy. So let's start the rendering. It's usually the most boring task of the whole thing. But it is a task that has to be done. Also, while rendering, I can actually think about what I want to do with the engravings. And I absolutely fell in love with those gouache brushes. I mean, I'm already a gouache fangirl. So this is just natural progression for what is afoot with me and digital arting. And I think I wanted to duplicate that before I start doing any rendering on this. Just to be safe. So I think, and I'm thinking a lot lately, that I should maybe try to select before I start anything. Just to make things a bit less wobbly, you know? I mean, we're not at Doctor Who where we make everything wibbly, wobbly, timey, wimey. No, 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 no. Oh, I wouldn't mind. I really do like Doctor Who. I'm not a big fan of the very, very modern, like the last two seasons were not really my cup of tea. But I've also seen some people groan over the modern series as a whole, which I cannot understand. It is actually good, though. I have to say, I have to be very honest. I do not know enough about the older episodes to make a good judgment. I actually only have watched modern series up until mm, let's just say I finished the first half of Capaldi. And the second half pretty much it just lost me. It lost me. But overall, I can actually just recommend watching mm, watching the come on canvas new window please, and then we want to have a smaller version of that somewhere up in the corner if my PC lets me. Thank you. Right there. So yeah, I can definitely recommend at least trying to watch modern series up until a certain point. It's especially fun in the first two or three seasons with Christopher Eccleston, which by the by is my favorite Doctor. David Tennant is for some reason everyone's favorite. I mean, okay, he's a great actor. He's an absolutely amazing actor, so can definitely not deny that. Matt Smith has its lows, but it's still really a really good season. And Capaldi, I mean, He's a great actor. But even a great actor can't fix something that is starting to crumble at the base. So yeah, that's a little bit of my opinion on how Doctor Who went the last years. Also, I definitely need a snack. So give me 2 to 5 minutes. I'll quickly have a little break. And this is why I always have bread in the house. Because that's just quick to eat. So I'm gonna snack on a few slices of bread while I keep working here. Because it's not too hard to do that. It's doable with one hand if you know what you're doing. Mm. Yay! Hmm. So I could technically just do that with the rest of all of them. Nom nom nom. Although all of them pearls. No, I'm not gonna call them balls. But you just did it, Feldy. I don't care. But yeah, I really like that bluish light from the bottom. That just gives it a little bit of a something. A little bit of a rougher brush for this. Technically, I have to do the lighting like that since we have the three different sources of light right here. So let's see if that works out. Sadly, I can't tell you where I got those brushes from, so could be that those are actually standard brushes, which is definitely a possibility since they completely overhauled the brush engine not too long ago and added quite a lot of new brushes that I first had to figure out. God, when was that? It's been a few months and it's still fairly fresh. It was when they added the option of using Photoshop brushes that they changed up some stuff in the brush engine. The thicker the eyebrows, the more annoyed he looks. I love it. Hmm. Hello, Deep Dive Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Also, thanks for saying hi. It's really nice to see people popping up in any of the chats. Yes, chats. Because I'm also streaming over on YouTube, not just on Twitch. Just to see if it works, how it works, if I want to continue with that. It's definitely an option, and as long as it works, I mean, I can see both of the chats at once, which is really nice. Though I also would like to project that mixed chat that I'm having onto my current stream. Just so people actually know what I'm responding to. Because I can very much imagine people from YouTube just seeing this and going like, who is she talking to? What the hell is going on there? Why do you do this, Ferdy? Stuff like that. So currently I'm in a bit of a render phase. Because I already set the groundwork for color. And if I look at it like that, might want to put in a little bit of a yes, because we have a little bit of an engraving right here. So I want to turn the middle into a bit of a mid-tone and see if I can actually blend that together in a way that it looks sort of satisfying. I'm not quite sure about that. Also, rendering this little thingy up here is going to be annoying. I can do it the same way I did it down there. It looks really good. It looks really good. if I wouldn't know, and if I would just copy this circle and paste it on the other circles, it would just not work. I would probably do it and be a bit lazy. But since I know that this is not working at all, or not going to work, I rather not. So another thing is that I might wanna do some really... Nope, brighter. Definitely brighter. Little spot right here and a little spot right there. Since there is a light, there's a light coming from there, and there's a light coming from there. Now we'll have to do something similar with this one. And a little bit of blending is always a good idea. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking good. Oh. Okay. Turn around the selection. It's kind of working out, I think. Yeah. It looks okay. Might want to give this a bit more contrast down here. And then go over it with the gouache blender once more. Yeah, that's working. I love when stuff like that is just looking nice. And this is what we're going to do with all them pearls around here. Next up, the nose. And technically, I could also... Nope. Put a little bit of a glow on top of this, since the highlights right here are probably going to reflect off of the little bit of bronze that is right behind it. But that's some stuff that I'm probably going to do later in the piece. For now, I want to establish the shading overall. Yes. I should really pay attention what's actually selected and what isn't. Usually helps. But me and paying attention, sure. I'm not good at it. I try to, but I'm not really good at it. Okay, let's pick that color. think that looks good enough. Might want to do some stuff around the edges. Since the light reflection is not going up until the edge right there and we can't really see the way, need to do some things on the edges to actually make it look round. As weird as it sounds, sometimes you have to, especially when you just don't look from it atop, you have to do some darker colors. It's a perspective thing. I'm not good at actually explaining the or at using the professional lingo. Let me say like that. I'm probably going to say a lot of stuff wrong, but I know what I'm doing and I can kind of show what I'm doing. So that's a start. If I have a shadow coming from there, maybe I should just use the dry brush right here and the dry brush right there. Because then we only have shadow right underneath the nose. Yeah, that's actually working out. That's nice. That's really good. And since that pro around down there is a bit too far away from the flame up here, or the future flame up here, I'm not gonna put one of those highlights atop there. I'm sorry. I hope I have not ruined your enjoyment of the. However, Okay, we're still online. That's good. Whoops. Let's use a fine gouache. Currently, it makes no difference if I use the fine gouache brush or the rough gouache brush. Same anyway. I probably should have done those highlights separately on a separate layer. Alright, damage is done. I mean, I could still do it. So, next up, that one up here. So, first of all, we're going around here to actually clean up. This is not. Oh! Of course. Wrong brush. There we go. That's the right one. Was a little bit confuddled. Convoluted. Ooh, hey Dapper. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I thought I might try streaming on YouTube and Twitch today. And actually, I'm live on both channels. It's amazing. It's very different. Though I'm not quite sure about my microphone, if it's too loud or not loud enough, or if the music is too loud or not loud enough. I might want to turn down the music a little bit on my side, though, because I can't really think clearly if my music is too loud. There we go. So much better. But yeah, it's also good to stream again. It's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, I've been streaming on YouTube a few times lately, but I want to make it a bit more of a habit. You can't hear any music? Okay. That's odd. That's really odd. You should actually be hearing music. Oh. Then YouTube does not like me having music on, I guess. I don't know why it's not working. At least I managed to figure out how to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So that's a start. Hmm. Might want to start from a new. There. Because I know what I'm looking for color wise. Oh. There's a spot and there's a spot. That's what I do know. Yes, I do also stream on YouTube at the same time. So this might be a bit more complicated. Also, hello Buka, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm having a bit trouble actually displaying the mixed chat, let's say it like that, onto the stream. So that's probably gonna be a thing that I will tackle on the next stream. I think I can figure it out. I mean, I would need to actually just look up a Mob Crush tutorial on how to do the whole stream chat thing. That's stream elements overlay. Yes, it is me. It is me, Buka. So yeah, I'm trying to do this a bit more regularly. Also with having a mixed chat displayed at some point. It's not gonna happen today because it's just too complicated. It's overwhelming me. But I promise, until the next time, I will have YouTube chat and Twitch chat melded in one amalgamation on the stream somehow. I will figure it out. I promise. Also, I'm not sure yet how long I will stream. Probably until my stomach just yells at me for not feeding it. I had a few slices of bread earlier, so it's not gonna happen very soon. But I know it's going to happen. It is inevitable. So. This is looking good. Oh, wait. I forgot something. Since we have a nice shadow right there, we also need to have a nice shadow right there. So I'm turning around the. It's also nice to have you watching me painting this live Buka. So I've been thinking that I might do this at least once a week. And I also have some other plans for my channel. Or better, I have started to work on other plans. Goddamn Buka, I'm not talented, I am skilled. This has been a lot of work, and I do not. It is nice, but I do not. I do not like the word talented. Yeah, I already set up a video for tomorrow, which is going to help maybe help out a few people that are working with Clip Studio Paint. So yep, I started making tutorials because I thought, why not? I've also dabbled a little bit into the shorts. I mean, I don't know if you guys are following much my YouTube channel, but I've uploaded some animated short thingy stuff that may be interesting for some people. Oh, looky, I can actually see what I'm doing without those marching ants. Ants. You know what I mean. The weird border that I get when I select stuff. So yeah, I'm working on stuff. And I hope that I can actually do a lot more in the future. So first step is actually starting to do some tutorials and stuff. And since Clip Studio Paint is pretty much my playground, I thought why not give a little bit of an overview, even though they are kind of rambly, and those people who know me know that I tend to ramble a lot. I also need a sip to drink real quick. So I'm giving a bit of an overview over features of Clip Studio Paint. I also keep working on these odd Pokemon because I actually really like doing this. It's really fun. And I love playing Pokemon Ultimate Randomizer, so I can actually warrant to play those Ultimate Randomizers without feeling bad about it. When I can turn the Pokemon into actual art pieces. Excuse me for a sec. I'm having a bit of a cough, and I don't have a mute button on my microphone. So if I fail to mute myself before bursting your eardrums, I'm very sorry. I'll definitely warn you though, because I'm trying to hold that stuff back as much as I can before I actually do something. Before I actually burst your wonderful eardrums. Technically, I would have to push that out a little bit, because if the light is coming down there and these eyes are actually bulging out a little bit, it doesn't make too much sense. But if they're actually bulging out, because, and why am I using my hands to talk if you can't even see my hands right now? So if they're bulging down this way, then the light from up there can't get right underneath here. So I have to make that just a little bit darker to make it look at least somewhat realistic. And then I want just a slightly lighter tone right here, because this is going a little bit back. I'm still speaking with my hands. I should really stop that because you can't see it. This is so silly. But I still do it. Force of habit. It's really just a force of habit. There we go. This should work. Since I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, I also want really nice edges around here. So yeah, it's actually really nice to see people that I kind of know fooling around in chat. So that makes me really happy to see people that I can interact with. I think I need to go with a bit more dry brushing here, just to blend that better, because the normal gouache blending brush is not really working as well as I want it to be. So I have to do some. This one's the gouache dry brush, and dry brushing is really helpful if you wanna do some blending, to be honest. So it works. It definitely works. Okay. Whoops. I also need to do a lot more color picking than I am currently doing. Mostly because I also want to keep the gradients as good as possible. So if you guys want to do me a big favor, really big favor, oh, it might not be much for you guys, but it's something big for me. Share the streams. Share all them streams. Because I'm not sure where I'm allowed to shell. So I think it's not as bad if someone else does it. I would at least be very thankful if you guys would help me out with that. Especially because this is just so much fun. Just sitting here, doing my arting, sometimes having someone stop by and say hello and talk to me, and it's fun. I like that. I like doing that. And it would be nice if I could do this the whole time. Just sitting here doing artsy stuff. Doing fun artsy stuff. Maybe explain some stuff if I have something that I actually want to explain, or if someone has questions. I like doing that. I also wonder if I could actually embed my streams in my website. I haven't looked into that a lot, or at all for that matter. So it would be interesting if I could actually do that. Since I'm using Wix to make my website, it's a bit more difficult. It's also that I have to figure out how things work on that website editor in the first place, because I'm not completely sure about it. So these here, those three are the pearls where some flames are emit from. Oh, thank you, Buka. Thanks for hosting. That's really nice of you. That's absolutely awesome. I mean, if we're actually enough people, I could even consider just doing a baby raid on some random streamer. Baby raid. Oh god, I like that. I like that way of saying it already. It's a baby raid. Yeah, we can do that if enough people show up and stick around. Mm. I always forget to push that button here that says no more marching ants, ants. You know what I mean. No more seeing that something's up. Okay, have fun, Buka. See you around. Just don't forget to come back, Buka. Oh boy. Well then, thanks for the lurk, Buka. Jesus Christ, I'm getting spammed with emails. Good that you can't see that, but it's kind of weird. Well, that's looking kind of good. Might want to do some erasing on the sides, since we need to keep this round. Yes, yes, I like it. Me likey, me gusta. Me gusta a lot. And maybe, just maybe, and that's something that I tend to forget a lot, maybe I should actually save the thing. I'll quickly go into the pause screen for that, because you don't have to see all the things that are going on in the background. Save. Mm. There we go. Let's move on with the next one. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule, because last time I streamed on a Sunday, but I know that every other Sunday I have my Vampire the Masquerade game, so that's not gonna work. Today is Saturday, but since Saturday evenings, or yeah, late-ish Saturday evenings are usually reserved for watching anime with the peeps, with my little anime watching group, that could also be a bit of a problem. Though it also depends on how long I'm going to stream. So I could put that somewhere in between. Ha! You remembered your Twitch login. That's good, Dapper. Oh, are you then watching double? Hey, that's good to know. I want to make the whole circle that color. Then on the outside, gosh, I do not like how this is working out. Ah, this one's opaque. Good. And on the outside rim, I want to go with this color. Just like with the other pearls. Not gonna call them orange. My brain is trying to troll me. I don't like when it does that. So figuring out when in the week I want to do my streaming is probably the main thing. Also need to figure out an actual schedule for doing and producing and editing stuff. Currently, I'm mostly planning on the fly. I actually want to finish stuff. Especially because I still have uh, a few animations on the back burner, not just one. Ah, yes, my animations. I mean, I love animating, but sometimes it's just taking so long that I kind of lose motivation. Thank you, Dapper. All of this just because I like playing Pokemon in a very unconventional or unusual way. What am I doing? I can actually see it in small right there. Am I blind or am I stupid or something? I slowly get the feeling that I could just simply I could actually do that. D transform, move over there. I mean, it works. Yeah, actually, it does work. So now we turn around the selection and use them erasers. I mean, if that doesn't look convincing, then I don't know. Also, I want to give those eyebrows right here a little bit more color. Maybe I should also. I am using the right. I'm using the wrong brush. There we go. Bit of a darker brown. I mean, I just wanted the eyebrow just a little bit of a light right there. It's so pretty visible. Yes. So let's figure out if I can actually do this down here without making parts of it transparent, because that's something that annoys me a little bit. This gouache brush likes to smear a lot and makes then things transparent unnecessarily. This down here is not really easy. Because it means that I have to do a lot of dry brushing to get a good gradient without making it too flat. I mean, I want to keep some kind of texture in the whole painting. Hey, I've already been streaming for more than 2 hours. That's something. Can we do more? I mean, it's just 16:42 over here. So I still have time. Lots and lots of time. Form is coming out more and more. I really like that. And I see almost no line work anymore. That's even better. So what I want to do here is figure out where I put my grunge texture brushes. Damn, that's the word combination. So I want to figure out where I put those, because I'm not good at organizing my brushes. I'm really not good at organizing my brushes. God damn it, Dapper. Why you do that? So where did I put it? No. What you sent me via DM. Effect lines, no. I'm looking for my grunge brushes. They must be somewhere. Finding them is the big challenge. Hairbrush, people, horn, stitching. There? I mean, they could be here. They could also be somewhere here. Especially because this brush pack is enormous. You know what would be really great? The search function in the brush tab. Because I'm a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of brushes I have in this pack. Plaster? I'm gonna put it on a layer on top. Also, I might wanna merge those. I could use that. Let's set it in a multiply layer. Turn up the whole thing to give it a little bit of a weathered look. Maybe also with some other colors. Yeah, this is starting to look really nice. Just need to be very careful with this brush. No, we do not want any effects on the eyes themselves because that would look a bit weird. Right. So might want to do a Ross draws here. If you don't know what a Ross draws means, it's pretty much just color dodge all the way. I mean, I could do it once I've actually done the... Come on, Feldy. You know the word. The flames, the lighting, which is added on top of this, but could already start technically. A little bit of a bluish tone. Big soft brush. Oh, this is already giving it a really nice touch. Yes, I do too. It looks really nice. Also, I want to add a little bit of a yellow glow around the eyes. Just a very slight yellow glow. A little bit of brownish glow up here. Oh, I might want to go for something a lot softer. Brush density a little bit further down. Need to be very careful with that. And I want to go back into that blue. Just put it down there a little bit. Oh god. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so nice. It's really coming together here. I love that. It looks so cool. All right, flames. Those are going to be a bit harder. Not gonna lie. I might want to move the whole thing down a little. Just a tiny bit, if it lets me. Move. There we go. Yes. I still love this annoyed look in this bronzor's face. I'm not quite happy with that though. Ah yes, I have put that on a separate layer, which is perfect. Um, 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 um. It's always good if I use separate layers for stuff like that so I can correct it if need be. Because else I'm just going to be annoyed. Oh, there will always be some. I didn't even notice that I didn't even render these, but it also doesn't make a big difference. Though I still want to finish those. Or at least make it a little bit better looking. No, no, no. I know my pride. I know my pride. I have to finish. I am not sorry about this, but partially I might be sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Let's go. Let's go with that. So we have not so bright light from up there. And then we have much brighter light from down here. Already looks so much better. Yeah, let's just say this variation of Bronzor that I have on my ultimate randomizer run, it has Wonder Guard. It is currently a fire type Pokemon. I mean, the flames kind of indicate it. And you can see it in the little bar that I've set up on the bottom of the stream. What kind of Pokemon I'm aiming for. At least this time. I'm probably not going to do all of them, but so you at least have a bit of an idea what I'm going to do in the whole Pokemon thing. Also, why didn't I run away? That line. There we go. As good as gone. So yeah, this Bronzor is taking a lot of hits or not taking a lot of hits depending on which opponent it's facing. Because, well, this Bronzor has Wonder Guard, it is a fire type, and as long as I know that I'm not up against a water type Pokemon, I can just throw it into the fight and say, okay, do your thing. I also nicknamed him the Wall for obvious reasons. I just hope that when it's becoming a Bronzong, I think that is the English name for it, that it keeps the Wonder Guard and gains a second typing. Though then it's gonna be funky how I'm going to paint that. Is that the same size? No, it isn't. Well, now I do have the same size. So yeah, this Bronzor is having to get me out of a lot of trouble the whole time. Already looking better. Already looking so much better. Oh, that's my screen. Okay. I thought there was a little bit of a glow right there, but it's actually on my screen. Good to know. Okay, now when I add this, it's fine. When I add this, oh boy, that's looking cool. Okay, for the flames, I will have to go, but I have to figure out how to do those flames because I want them to look as realistic as the Pokemon itself, which is going to be a bit harder. But I can do it. Mm. So, where do we start? First of all, I will have to probably use several layers to make this look good enough. I think yellow is on the bottom and blue is on the very base of the flame, but I don't want to use blue since we already have that blue rim light from the bottom. It would just I don't know, it wouldn't quite fit. So now we're going for a bit of an orangey yellow, I'd say. And then I want a yellow yellow. Yes. So I should probably also actually choose the color that I'm looking for. Yellow, yellow. There. Bam. Now I need to duplicate this one. Turn that one off. Filter. Oh god. Render? No. Distort? Blur. Gaussian blur. Yes. Wait. I'm a few steps too quick. First of all, I want to smear. Yes. Now. I have to remember how to fire. No. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we use the fingertip tool. Smear that around. And I think I want to turn down the opacity on this one so I can still see the pearls. Because they have to be completely engulfed in flames, since the flames are more or less, at least that's how my interpretation of that fire bronzor is. The flames are coming from those 3 pearls on the top. The bottom one is more of a foot. So I have to keep the flame right around that pearl here. I just hope you can still see this well enough. But yeah, it should be okay. It should be all right in the visibility department. The visibility department. Oh god, that sounds so wrong. Sounds almost like diversity hire. I don't even want to think about it. Maybe turn up the opacity a little bit so I can see where this is going. I might want to add a little bit more canvas on the top. I did change canvas size. There we go. Okay, then I don't have to worry about this here. At least not as much. All right. There we go. Okay, now I will duplicate the layer, I think a few times, because I will need it. Then I'm going to put a blur filter on this one. More blurring. All the blurring. Okay, so that's that one. Then I want to put a glow dodge. Whoa, boy. That's already looking interesting. That's not as nice. That's also looking cool. Add? Yeah, that's giving it quite the whoopsie. Nah, you can't lose me. I go no. I don't go anywhere. I'm still here. Okay, so fire is done so far. I might want to add some more light to the top. So I'm gonna. Hello. Oh, right. No. Okay. So I want to add another green or color dodge layer. Take that red. Use a big old airbrush. This is coming together so nicely. Also might want to go with a bit of a more compact airbrush along those edges right here. More glow, more glow, more glow. Okay, I start to sound like a crazy professor or something. I am the crazy Pokemon professor. You know, this would look really great on a black background. Yes. Finally, learn to talk. So let's see. Oh God, look at this. Could almost be a ghost type Pokemon. Hmm. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. What happened now? Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna put now some yellow on the bottom on this. It almost looks like those eyes are actually glowing. I love how this looks. Okay, so some really, really faint reflections of the eyes on the sides. Not too much. I love how this looks. It's getting better and better the more I fiddle around with it. Ah, yes. We did it from scratch because I didn't have any sketches in my sketchbook for this. I really enjoy this. Looking at it, loving it, especially loving it. Ah. Maybe also adding a little bit more glow. There. I could probably fiddle around in this for at least another hour, but I should probably not. This fellow, my love. Oh, hi, Max. So, this fellow here already has a name. That's a question from the YouTubes. This fellow already has a name. His name is The Wall. Because when I caught him at level 2, I had a really hard time actually fighting against him because his ability is Wonder Guard, which means whenever a Pokemon attacks with an attack that is not super effective, it does not phase him. He does not even feel a little bit. And he's helping me. This Bronzor is helping me out of a pinch way too many times. So yeah, this is my Fire Bronzor, The Wall. Might even show you the others, but before that, Hot Brick. No, it's The Wall. It's not a stone type. Still annoyed that I can't put the chat on my stream. It's not too bad. I'm actually about to finish this up and look at the next one, which would be a Lilligant with the typing Grass Dragon, which is kind of funny since Lilligant already has the typing Grass. But Grass Dragon would probably make it really interesting. No, I'm not playing my... Oh, Max. Not today, not ever, especially not on stream. I do what I want. So this is done. Next up, I'm definitely gonna save this boy before it's lost in time forever. And we don't want that. We really don't want that. God. Actually makes me want to 3D model that guy just for the fun of it. Maybe at some point I will actually 3D model this big boy when I feel like it and my Blender abilities are a lot better. I'm not quite sure if I want to keep going now since I'm done with this, and I'm pretty sure I won't be making it until dinner, which should be I should be starting to cook soon. I only had a few slices of bread. So I would say for those on Twitch, let's see if we can actually rate someone. I mean, how many people are we? We are 3 people. It's gonna be a baby raid. Thank you, Buka. So let's see, who can we actually raid? First of all, I need to figure out how to get out of the Twitch dashboard. Oh god. Back to Twitch. Come on. Let's see if we can find maybe a small, another small arting channel. That would be a good start. Let's see if we can find another small arting channel that we can raid. I will probably also throw the link in the chat for those who are watching on YouTube. Let's see. Maybe we can find someone nice. Art. Preferably not a Japanese artist because they're just going to be confused as hell. Can see that coming. Or a Korean one. Can I actually look for English speaking streams? Channels in German? No, I want channels in English. So, oh no, I clicked Hubila. Habilo. Oops. Someone small. Let's see. Well, that's already taking too long. I'm very sorry about this. Yes, I'm looking for an art stream. preferably someone with not too many viewers, so they're actually like, oh, nice, thanks. Their art is looking interesting. Let's see. Ooh, that's looking cool. And they're working with Krita, so that's also pretty cool. So, what's their name? Meowverse. Let's go back to the dashboard. And then I will send you towards Meowverse. Whoops. Yeah, that was first time. Uh, I hope it worked. Give them a baby raid. I think that worked. So you guys on the tubes? I'll quickly throw a link into the chat. And let's baby raid. Okay. So give them a nice hello. Go over to them and give them a nice hello. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!